Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So in this week's football or soccer results video, I decided to break it down into 4 parts. I've already done the Americas, that's North America and South America. I'm going to do, after the matches in the Asian Champions League, I'm going to do Asia, including the Asian Champions League, A-League, Pro League, K-League and J-League. Over the weekend I'm going to do the Champions League, European League, Europa League and Conference League. So today we'll start off looking at the European leagues with England and the Premier League. And we've got a lot to talk about, particularly Spurs' game last night when I watched it. So put some headphones in and sit back and relax. We're going to talk all things European football. I'm not going to do all the leagues today. I'll do as many as I can. Some of them, maybe I'll just look at the tables but not the results. Okay, Man City are now top. Tottenham 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, Arsenal 4th, Aston Villa 5th, Newcastle 6th, Man United 8th, Chelsea 10th, and Bournemouth, Burnley and Sheffield United down the bottom. Right, so lots of games to talk about, but some absolutely crucial games to deep dive into. Okay, Fulham lost at home to Man United 1-0. Fernandes scoring on the 91st minute. Surprisingly, a Paulinho mistake. He was fantastic throughout the rest of the match. Fulham probably could have won it. A draw was a little bit beneath them, but to lose it, they will be gutted. They desperately need to buy a striker at Christmas. Brentford beat West Ham 3-2. Morpay, Mavropanos and Collins against Kudus and Bowen. Burnley lost home 2-0 to Crystal Palace, Schlupp and Mitchell. Everton drew with Brighton. Mikalenko scored early, but Young's own goal equalised. Man City hammered Bournemouth to put them into the bottom 3, Siniestra, with Bournemouth's only goal, Doku, who apparently ripped them apart. 2 from Silva, 1 from Akanji, 1 from Foden, 1 from Ake. Sheffield United win 2-1. Bellegarde scored for Wolves in the 89th minute, but before that Archer scored, and in the 100th minute Norwood scored the winner. Big result for Sheffield United. Oh God, this match. Okay, I didn't watch it live, but I've seen the incident, the goal. Should it have stood? Probably not, but I don't think it's as clear-cut as Mikel Arteta is making out. I'm not a big fan, to be honest, of Arteta. He's, in lots of ways I just don't really like him, but I do like Arsenal, and, you know, that result could cost them, potentially, a Champions League spot or the title. And so I get the importance of 3 points come the end of the season. But I think referees and VAR people, they do a really hard job, and it's completely thankless as well. And to criticise them so heavily is not great. I think Gary Neville came out and said, you know, we just need to, how did he put it, and support them, but, you know, they just accept the result, really. Easier said than done. So Newcastle beat Arsenal, albeit rather controversially. There were 3 different incidents in the goal that could have meant that it was disallowed, but they all went Newcastle's way. I can't decide which one was the worst. Potentially the ball had crossed the line out by the corner flag, but to be honest, if that goal in the World Cup by Japan if that ball wasn't over the line, then this ball definitely wasn't, because it wasn't as far over as that one. Okay, Nottingham Forest won against Aston Villa, surprisingly. Aina and Mangala with the goals. And then, massive shock. Luton nearly beat Liverpool at home. Chong scored, and then Luis Diaz. I couldn't feel sorry for Luis Diaz, what he's going through at the moment with his dad being kidnapped at home. You know, I feel that was a silver lining for his terrible time at the moment. I hope he gets released soon. Okay, so on to the game. I could probably talk about this match for about an hour, but I haven't got time to do that. So if I do the ticker, maybe that will be one of key events. Everything was a key event. No, that's not going to catch it. Okay, we'll do it this way. Kulusevski scores in the 6th minute. Udogi possibly should have been sent off at this point. There was a VAR check to see if it could have been upgraded to a red. He was very lucky not to go. Then Chelsea scored 2 goals and both of them were disallowed. I think they were both correctly disallowed. So at this point, up until the 18th minute, Tottenham were looking superb, and all of a sudden this yellow card, and then everything started to go wrong. So Christian Romero did a tackle, and around this point where it was reviewed for a red card, and surprisingly he didn't even get a yellow one. But he then did something like 2 minutes later and did get a red card. People saying that maybe it shouldn't have been a red card because he got the ball, but he also got the ankle of the other player. It was dangerous. So penalty. This took off my Brennan Johnson. Eric Dyer actually had a really good match when he came on. His first Premiership game this season, I think. Cole Palmer scored the penalty. Postecoglou got yellow carded. Which, if the calmest man in football can be yellow carded, you understand how crazy this game is at this point. So then Van de Ven pulled up, injured, and James Maddison within 30 seconds of each other, or 5 seconds. Lots of other yellow cards. Second half, there's a change. Cucurella comes on. Udogi gets another yellow card. He's quite rash in the tackle. I think that they should have taken him off at half time, but they already had so many injuries. So now Spurs are down to 9 men, right? 11, 10, 9. But it's still 1-1. So Madrid comes on. Now, I love Postecoglou. I love Big Ange. I think his tactics are fantastic. But if I asked you a question, do you think playing, the highest possible line I've ever seen, they were on the halfway line, the defence, in a big line. Do you think, when you've got in that lineup Eric Dyer as your sort of main chaser, Van de Ven had gone off, Romero had gone off, Boro, Udogi had gone off, so they were playing with Royale and Emil Højbjerg in central defence with Eric Dyer, and God knows who went in at left back. Do you think it would be a good idea to play the highest possible line against the following players? Jackson, Sterling and Mudryk. If you correctly guessed no, then maybe you should start a new save on FM Manager and win the World Cup, because I thought it was the worst idea. I understand, I hate it when people, dig in and try to get a draw with a low block entertaining. This game was anything but that. It was so entertaining. But it was basically like, how many times could you just put ball off the top or feed it through to central defenders and one of their fastest players is on the end of it? It happened again and again and again. And there was so much space to run into and no one could catch them because there's no quick players at this point on the pitch. And I thought, he surely sees this like they've nearly scored 7 times. How many more chances? And then it just started to go in then, so Nicholas Jackson scored. Then again, and a hat-trick. And I think at this point Chelsea could have scored 10. It was the most bizarre tactical error I've ever seen. If you disagree with me, then go ahead and let me know in the comments, but I thought it was absolutely absurd. I praise a 9-man team for trying to get the goal. Incidentally, it doesn't even say here, Eric Dyer did an amazing volley and it went back in the back of the net, and it was deemed to be offside, which was correct. Unless I thought it came off Bentancur's head, but if it was a Chelsea player then it would have been onside. This game was mental. But it's Tottenham's first loss of the season, a big win for Chelsea. But yeah, they lost their heads, and I really hope that's not a turning point for their season. It might be a turning point for Chelsea's season. But yeah, it was crazy. Okay, I'm going to skip through a couple of leagues, but we will look at them. Leicester lost. Big game in this league. Let's have a quick look. So, Leicester lost at home to Leeds, who are playing brilliant football now. At the results of note, Ipswich were second, drew with Rooney's Birmingham 2-2. Southampton won again, this time against Millwall. Swans hung on against Sunderland 0-0. Cardiff against Stoke 0-0, and Norwich lost again at home to Blackburn. So the table: Leicester, Ipswich and Leeds now to 3rd. Southampton, West Brom, Preston, Cardiff just outside, Blackburn up to 10th, Swansea 14th, Birmingham 15th, Norwich 17th. Down the bottom, Rotherham, QPR and Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, Portsmouth still top. Oxford, Bolton, Peterborough, Barnsley, Stevenage. Derby outside of the playoff spots, Charlton there in 11th. And then down the bottom, Carlisle, Fleetwood, Cheltenham and Reading, still with only 6 points. Key results, where did... So on Saturday, let's have a look. Bolton beat Charlton 2-0. Reading lost home to Portsmouth 3-2. Stevenage beat Derby 3-1. Okay, couldn't see Portsmouth beat Reading. Oh yeah, Portsmouth beat Reading 3-2. Okay, League 2. Stockport top, Notts second, Wrexham 3rd. Down the bottom, Tranmere and Sutton United. Key results: Wrexham beat Notts County 2-0 away. Big result. Lee and Palmer with the goals. Forest Green actually picked up a win against Crawley 2-1. And who else? Morecambe beat Wimbledon 4-1. And Stockport beat Tranmere 2-0. National League. Okay, Chesterfield are top, Barnet second, Bromley 3rd. Down the bottom, Maidenhead, York, Oxford and Kidderminster Harriers. Key results. Let's have a quick look. Gateshead lost home 4-0 to Fylde. Chesterfield beat Kidderminster 3-1. And then the National North and South, Tamworth top, and Yeovil still. Okay, Women's Super League. Chelsea still top, Man City second, Tottenham 3rd, down the bottom still. Oh no, Bristol have won, so Aston Villa are bottom. Bristol beat West Ham 3-2. Arsenal beat Man City. Catley and Blackstenius, one of my favourite players, Swedish international. Chelsea beat Aston Villa 6-0. Tottenham and Everton drew. Clinton and Galley. Okay, let's go to Serie A. Hugely exciting game for Roma, but Bologna also did well this week. Milan not so well. Down the bottom, Verona, who have dropped. Empoli and Salernitana, who are having a terrible season. Cagliari are out at the bottom three, though. Okay. Friday, Bologna beat Lazio 1-0, the goal from Scottish Ferguson. Napoli beat Salernitana away, Raspadori and Elmas. I hear the goalkeeper was playing for both goals. The Mexican, Ochoa. Atalanta lost home to Inter. Scamacca scored ex-West Ham, but Gianluolo and Martinez with the goals. Atalanta are really good, but they just need to do better against the top four. Talking about top four, shock win for Udinese away, Pereira penalty, which apparently was a little bit dodgy. But Milan were playing like a 4-4-2, and it just didn't work. I don't know when they bought Jovic, but I think that was a bad decision. He just hasn't played well in the longest amount of time. Then Hellas Verona lost home to Monza, who were doing well. 3-1. Cagliari beat Genoa. I watched this match, it was really entertaining. Viola and Zappa with the goals. Roma. They never make it easy. So Lukaku missed a penalty in like the second minute, I think it was. 5th. And Lecce played so well. Almqvist with a goal. I think it was their only shot on goal, but they played well. And then Roma scored. Cracking header from Serdar Azmoun on loan from Bayer Leverkusen. And then Lukaku scored in the 94th minute. The most positive thing probably was that Dybala played the whole match and got the assist for Lukaku's goal. He was sensational as usual. And Fiorentina lost home to Juve, goal from Meretti. And then on Monday, Frosinone beat Empoli 2-1 and Torino beat Sassuolo 2-1. Bundesliga. I watched Der Klassiker on Saturday and it was a big disappointment. It was not an even match at all. Dortmund, I can't remember, I think I'm a curse, I've never seen them beat Bayern. Every time I watch Der Klassiker, they always lose. However, Leverkusen is still top, Stuttgart still in the top 3, Leipzig now up to 5th, and Union Berlin in those relegation spots with Mainz and Cologne. On Friday, Darmstadt lost home to Bochum, Cologne drew with Augsburg, Freiburg drew with Mönchengladbach, Leverkusen won away at Hoffenheim, 2 goals for Grimaldo and 1 for Wirtz. Mainz beat Leipzig, ooh, wow, 2 goals Lee and Barreiro. And then Frankfurt beat Union Berlin 3-0, Dortmund lost home in Der Klassiker, Upamecano with an early goal and then a Kane hat-trick. I watched Dortmund in that match at the end of last season, and it was similar tactics. It was like, let's play 2 defenders and everyone else is up the pitch. It's like, it's a 90-minute game, just chill. Again, tactics all over the place. 2-2 between Wolfsburg and Werder Bremen, and Heidenheim beat Stuttgart 2-0. Goals from Schnöpner and Kleindienst. Okay. Take a quick glance. St. Pauli top, Hamburger, Hanover, and Schalke are out of the relegation spots. Lovely. So Friday, we see Düsseldorf lost at home, Kaiserslautern lost at home, Schalke won away, in Nuremberg, wow, Drexler and Latzer with the goals. Then Osnabrück and Rostock. And Paderborn won away 3-0. Let's head to Spain, where, believe it or not, Girona are top, because Real Madrid were held to a draw. And Athletic Club in 5th, Betis in 6th, Sociedad 7th. Down the bottom, Celta Vigo, Granada and Almeria. Palmeiras beat Atletico Madrid, Rodriguez and Benito, cancelling up Morata's strike. Girona beat Osasuna early on Saturday. The Ukrainians helping out Martin, Dovbik, Tsigankov and Garcia with the goals. Betis beat Mallorca 2-0, Celta Vigo drew with Sevilla. Barcelona won away with a 92nd minute goal, thanks to Uruguayan Araujo. Although, when Barcelona's goalkeeper was man of the match, it says a lot. Debo beat Almeria 1-0, Valencia beat Granada 1-0. Athletic beat Villarreal 3-2 away. The two Williams brothers scored and De Galarreta. And Rayo drew with Real Madrid in the Madrid derby. Getafe beat Cádiz 1-0. Glance at Liga 2, Leganés are top. Sporting Gijón second. Down the bottom, Alcorcón, Huesca, Amorebieta and Cartagena. Cartagena lost to Leganés 3-0, top against bottom. Goals by De La Fuente, who got 2, and Rabat. Okay, let's go to the Eredivisie, where something miraculous happened this week. Ajax got a win. So they're not at the bottom of the table anymore. They've actually got up to 11th, mid-table. Okay, joking aside, PSV are top, Alkmaar second, Feyenoord third still, so no change there. Ajax beat Volendam 2-0, goals from Bergwijn and Akpom. And PSV beat Heracles 6-0. Lots of goals, but another one for Rus Til and Tilman. Excelsior drew with Alkmaar 1-0, Feyenoord beat Valvik 2-1, Timber and Nieuwkoop. Go Ahead beat Vitesse 5-1, Utrecht and Twente 1-0, Nijmegen Volendam 3-0, Zwolle and Fortuna 2-0, and Ajax won again, Heerenveen 4-1. Bergwijn, Probe and 2 from Akpom. And then Sparta lost home to Almere 2-1. Okay, Turkey. Galatasaray are now top, ahead of Fenerbahce. They were chasing down the bottom, Istanbulspor still. And let's see why. It's because Galatasaray beat Kasımpaşa 2-1, 2 goals from Wilfried Zaha. Whereas Fenerbahce lost at home to Trabzonspor. Tadic with 2 penalties, but Onuachu, Özdemir and Pepe with the goals for Trabzonspor. And then Beşiktaş lost as well, this time to Antalyaspor. Tosun and Muleka couldn't cancel out Saric, and 2 goals from Yehezkel. Where is Sagis Yehezkel from? Israel, okay. Okay. The Allsvenskan. We've got one game to play. And I noticed, if you look at the table, Elfsborg at top, 64 points, Malmö second, 61. It's nearly all over, but not quite, because Malmö are at home to Elfsborg and Elfsborg, and basically I think they need to win that in order to win the league. And that was helped by the fact basically a draw is enough for Elfsborg. They beat Göteborg 2-1, and we saw Malmö losing to last year's champions Häcken. Cornelius and Thielen scored, but Chilufya, Darbo with 2 goals and Layuni exciting finish. Oh, and the Elfsborg drew with Degerfors. They could have won it. But Degerfors scored. Oh, actually, Söderberg stopped them from losing. Eek. Göteborg could still go down though. That was quite scary. Okay. Ligue 1. Nice still top. PSG second. Monaco third. And down the bottom, Metz, Clermont and still Lyon, who are looking terrible. PSG beat Montpellier 3-0. Ligue, Zaire Emery and Vitinha with the goals. 0-0. Das Lorient Lens, Marseille Lille. Lyon drew with Metz and they got score Alvero. Nantes lost home to Reims 1-0. Strasbourg Clermont 0-0. Toulouse won Le Havre 2. Monaco beat Brest 2-0. Zachary and Golovin. And top of the table, Nice beat Rennes, Boga and Mandanda on goal. To Scotland. Okay, so no change in the top. Celtic top, Rangers second, St Johnstone down the bottom. Celtic beat St Mirren 2-1, Turnbull and O with the goals. And Rangers beat Dundee FC away 5-0. Jack Danilo, Lammers, Dessers and Tavernier. Gilly lost at home, no, lost away 2-1 to St Johnstone. No. Okay, on to Belgium. Saint-Gilloise are still top, Anderlecht second, Gent third. Royal Antwerp have moved up to sixth though, and Kortrijk are down the bottom. So key results: Royal Antwerp beat Genk 3-2, Janssen and 2 goals from Balikwisha, excuse me. Anderlecht won 3-0, Dolberg, Dreyer and Stroikens. Togenhaza man of the match. Ooh, Saint-Gilloise beat Bruges. Amoura with 2 goals to cancel out the Kuipers goal. And Gent beat Charleroi. Tissoudali, De Saat and Orban. Is that Willy Orban? No. Gift Orban. Completely different country. He's not Hungarian. He's Nigerian. Okay. Denmark, Copenhagen still top, Brøndby second, their rivals, and Vidura bottom. Key results: Copenhagen beat Randers 4-2, Falk, Claesson, Larsson and Froholt. Midtjylland also won by 4-1 to the bottom team, Francolino, Cho, Römer and Brynildsen. And Brøndby beat Nordsjælland 2-1, Kvistgarden and Values. Portugal, Sporting on top, Benfica second, Porto third, Braga now up to fourth. Key results: Sporting beat Estrela 3-2, Bragança was in Paulinho with the goals. Benfica won against Chaves 2-0, Ausnes and Mario with a penalty, and Porto lost home to Estoril, Allsgrove with the goal. Wow. Mediterranean missed a penalty. Okay, Russia, Krasnodar still top, Zenit second, CSK third, Sochi are now down the bottom. Key results: Zenit beat Baltica 2-0, Sergeyev and Kasierra. That was a big game. CSK beat Krasnodar with a goal from Fedi Jalov. In the Moscow derby, Lokomotiv drew with Spartak, Juba, former Spartak player, Sinkovsky with the equaliser. Oh, actually, we were winning. Oh, 10 men were winning. Assist by Quincy Promise, of course. CSK beat Nizhny Novgorod with goals from Chalov, Yoldoshev and Davila, whilst Krasnodar beat Krylia Sovetov with goals from Cordoba and Olesegun. Okay. I'm going to go through these ones really quickly rather than ignore them totally. So I'm not going to go through them in much detail this time. Slask are still top. Jagiellonia are second and Lech are third. Watch are down at the bottom. Slask, how did they perform this week? They got a win against Łódź, Exposito and Samiek Tala with the goals 2-1. Greek Super League, Panathinaikos are top, Olympiakos second. Down the bottom, Folos. How did Panathinaikos do? Panathinaikos beat Lamia away 2-1. Goals for Mladenovic and Sporar. Xiege drew. Olympiakos lost home to PAOK 4-2. Lots of goals there. Zivkovic, Brandt with 2 goals and Ostoyev for the away team. Okay, in the Czech Republic, Sparta now top. This is a little battle between Slavia and Sparta. Victoria in third, down the bottom is Lean. How did the Prague sides do this week? Sparta Prague lost. Oh no, they beat Bohemians 2-0, goals from Pirmancevic and Sadilek. While Slavia Prague lost to Victoria Van Buchen, but Jirka with 2 goals. Switzerland Super League, Young Boys are top. Zurich have slumped to second, and Young Boys have a game in hand as well. To the bottom are Bâle, unbelievably. But they beat Yvedon 2-1, Träger and Sigua with the goals. Zurich lost at home to Servette, which is why they dropped from the top, Bedia and Rouillet. But Young Boys beat Winterthur 4-1 with goals from Monteiro, Ugrinic, Benito and Elia. Norway Elitserien, Bodo Glimt are very clearly top. Brann and Tromsø are in the top 3. Stabæk, Vålerenga and Ålesund down the bottom. Big teams down the bottom. How did Bodo Glimt? They beat Stabæk, who are in the relegation spot 4-0. Sørli, Montpellier, Bjørkan and Saltnes. Okay, Northern Irish League. Linfield top, Larne second, Cliftonville third, and Dungan and Swifts down the bottom. Who was top? Linfield. Linfield beat Newry City 3-0, Fitzpatrick, Cooper and Miller with the goals. And to Ireland, where the last results of the season happened. Who's won the league? Shamrock Rovers, we knew that though. Derry second, St Patrick's third, and University of Dublin out down with Cork. But I think we knew that as well. And Shamrock's result this weekend. They beat Sligo 4-2, goals from Burke, Green and 2 from Watts. It's got a Wales. DNS top, Conisky second, no changes there. Colwyn Bay down the bottom, Aberystwyth have moved up. DNS beat Newtown 2-0, Daniels and Clark with the goals. Haverfordwest finally got into their groove 5-0 against Colwyn Bay, and Aberystwyth won against Barry. Cadwallader with the 91st minute against the 10 men of Barry. Okay, Romania. So, Steaua Bucharest is still top, Cluj second, Rapid Bucharest third, but Dinamo Bucharest are still in the relegation spots, Potosani down there at the bottom. And Cluj lost to Hermannstadt 1-0, Dinamo Bucharest lost to Arad 2-1, but, oh wow, And Rapid beat Steaua. Dava with a goal, but Papeo and Jakob with their two winners. Austrian Bundesliga, Salzburg are now top. Sturm Graz sink to second spot. Lask are in third. And at the bottom of Lustenau. Salzburg, how did they get there? So Lask beat Sturm Graz 3-1. Who saw Stojkovic and Zul against Vlodarczyk. Whereas Salzburg beat Tirol with 2 goals from Konate. Croatia, Rijeka still top. Exciting league this year. Hajduk Split also same points, but Dinamo Zagreb in third. Rudeš down the bottom. So Dinamo could only get a draw against Varazdin, and Emreli with a 94th minute equaliser, otherwise it would have been a loss. And Hajduk Split beat bottom team Rudeš Trajkovski with a goal. And the Rijeka drew with Lokomotiva 1-1, Tucci and Fruk. Israel's not playing at the minute. Hungary, now you asked me to add this and I have. And the person who asked me said, don't worry about pronunciations. I hope you're not worried because I'm going to butcher them. Okay, Ferencváros are top, but same points, Bakshi. Újpest are in third, and down the bottom are Kisvárda. If I remember correctly, an S is a sh, and an SZ is a s, weirdly. Okay, how did Ferencváros do? They beat Újpest 3-0, Pesic, Abena and Fanny with the goals. And then Újpest lost again. Ferencváros lost to Kecsk Kemeti. Listes scored. Palinkas and Hovath. Oh no, I'm doing a bet. Okay. Let's go to Macedonia. Shkupi atop. Struga second. Skendia third. Down the bottom, Vardar Skopje. Shkupi, how did they do? They beat Vardar Skopje 2-0. Vosha and Kuka with the goals. Struga also beat Skendia to maintain second spot. Okay, Azerbaijan, Zira are top. Karabakh trying to catch up though. Kapaz are down the bottom. How did Zira do this week? They beat Sabah 1-0. Ahmedjadze with the 91st minute winner against 10 men. And Karabakh beat Kapaz 7-1. Benzia with a hat-trick, Andrade, Juninho and Ahunjadze. Bulgaria, Sofia are top. Chinamoria second. Ludogorets trying to catch up in the third down the bottom. Etar. CSK Sofia, how did they do this week? They beat Hebar 3-0. Phaeton, Estrada and Shopov with the goals. Okay, Ukraine, where Krivbas Dnipro are in the fight for the title, surprisingly. Shakhtar in the 4th and Dynamo Kiev in 8th. Down the bottom, Minai. So, Dnipro beat Alexandria 1-0. Filipov with the only goal. Krivbas could only draw against Polisia, Zhytomyr, Kozak and Kozik. Okay, done Bulgaria. I missed Kazakhstan or the Basa. Top Astana second, Aktobe third, down the bottom Aksu. I think this league is finished, isn't it? Yes. Bosnia, Borac, Banja Luka top, Westrinski are second, Sarajevo are third. How did Borac do this week? They drew with Sarajevo 1-1, Anicic and Nisic with the goals. Despite being down to 10 men, they managed to hang on. Sonia Mostar beat Tuzla City 3-1 though. Armenia, Punic are very much top. Noah second and Ararat third. West Armenia still down the bottom. Oh no, Fan actually. I've swapped with them. How did Punic do this week? Fan beat West Armenia in that little mini derby at the bottom. And Noah beat Ararat, but Punic beat BKMA 4-1. Dashan Hendricks, Otto Banyo and James with the goals. Right. So someone asked me to add the Serbian Super Lig, so of course I have. Belgrade, Partizan Beograd, top. Crvena Zvezda, Red Star, second. Bachka Topola, third. Vojvodina, fourth. Ratnik, Surdulica down the bottom. How did Partizan do this week? They beat Novi Pazar 1-0 with a goal from Severin on the 2nd minute. Whereas Crvena Zvezda beat Ratnik, Surdulica 3-1, Mijatovic, Spajic and Kanga with the goals. Okay, that's all for today. That was the European matches. I will do Champions League, Europa League and Conference League very soon also. If you haven't seen already, check out my video for the Americas and await the video for Asia, including the Asian Champions League and the Australian A-League, coming really, really soon this week. Okay, thanks so much for all the support. Click like, click subscribe, leave me a comment. How did your team do this week? Are you a Spurs or a Chelsea fan? Tell me. Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you a Newcastle fan? Are you a Man United fan? Tell me about your week. How did it go? Liverpool and Sheffield United fan. And if you love what I do, consider supporting me on Patreon.